Hi everybody, today I want to talk about how to decide upon requirements when starting a digitalization project. Conventional theory tells us that it's really important to have a diverse team when you're setting up your requirements for software development or for selections. So by having this mix of some technical and non-technical folks involved in the requirement writing, we can communicate in a way that everybody understands. So with plain language and clear communications, and that helps us to avoid misunderstanding that will cause problems later. But how does this play out in real life? Who leads this requirement setting? In my experience, it's often the IT people that lead. They know how to spec requirements, right? So they ask the business a bunch of questions about the process and the context of use, and then they set up this enormous spreadsheet that lists all the functional requirements of the tool, and it also has a column which says nice to have or need to have, and then the searching starts. My point for today is that because of the general information technology oriented skills of the requirement leader, the solution scoped will be general and not specific enough to solve your most urgent business needs. Then resources go into things that are not top priority business needs, and they create waste. Let me explain with an example. Suppose your company is planning to move to a digital permit-to-work system. Digitalization, right? Process, permit types, roles are discussed, but also the conditions in which the app will be used. Will there be a need for offline use of the applications since we do not have Wi-Fi throughout the whole plant? A very logical question from an IT perspective. Yes, the business answers. We want our maintenance planners to check the area before the work is done. We want them to see so risk assessments become better. Very important requirement. And yes, it's on the list. But hang on. Currently you're using paper. So it's perfectly possible now for them to take a piece of paper into the plant and to fill it in there. Does that happen consistently now? Nope. All things equal, that situation is probably not going to change just by having an offline tool. You need better understanding why they are currently not in a plant. You need the Gemba. Go see for yourself. The people that own the process must lead the requirement setting. They need to connect to real problems and the waste of the real shop floor and be 100% sure that those requirements are solutioned to what happens over there. Nice to have, strange concept. Does it solve a problem? What problems and how? Does it reduce waste or does it reduce risk? IT can advise and bring in the technical requirements and suggest solutions that have worked in other domains. In my opinion, their role should be advising and not leading. Going back to the example. It might be that the maintenance planners are just overburdened and too busy with firefighting all the day to properly scope work by visiting the site. What we need is a better understanding of what would allow them to create clearer job scopes and high quality risk assessment. And then from that we move back to the requirements. If you invest in offline capabilities in this case, and then the situation on the work floor is not changed, you are wasting time and money. That same time and money could be spent on something that makes your plants safer and more efficient. Choose zero waste and zero incidents.